Hello, every folks, and good morning. And guess what? We got more news. Got more Reborn news. So let's take a look at this thing. So first of all, let's go ahead and skip entirely over the first chunk of this little article here. So I'll leave a link to this in the description. Basically, the long and short of it is, the Squeenix folks basically dropped a whole blog post thing on the different classes here. Just kind of going over who does what, when, where, how, and yeah. So first of all, it just goes on a whole spiel over who all the characters are. I'm assuming if you're on this channel, you probably have seen some of these people before. So, we don't see a whole lot that's terribly new outside of the new graphics here for this first section here. But what I really wanted to go over is going to be down at the very bottom. Oh, man. Wait, what? Actually, wait a minute. Did Deneb always call him Cantaloupe? That might be new. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of the different writing ended up getting redone. So we'll see how all that ends up panning out. But down at the very bottom, they did a breakdown on classes, and this is this is something I've been waiting for confirmation for a while, because we have confirmation that apparently, okay, we'll start off with the warriors, because the confirmation of what I'm waiting for comes very, very quick. All right, so for warriors, we got confirmation that they are still the jack of all trades, just like weapon master kind of class. Seems to be using finishers to start off a fight, so presumably by this point they shouldn't really have a finisher ready yet. So we already know that they're going to be available more readily. We actually get to see the first instance of the buff cards showing up right here, so that's good to know. But so, for warriors, it says they're mainstay melee fighters, adept with a wide variety of weapons, jack of all trades, master of none. They're by no means flashy, but can equip a wide range of weapons and armor, playing an active role on the front lines in the early game. Now, it does mention melee weapons. I kind of wonder, they've always been mostly melee, but they did have options for short bows and crossbows, and I believe thrown. So it would be interesting to see how they do there, but I want to show a little comparison here. Because, if you remember, dragons were always really difficult in the early game, and this looks like the Sistina fight, because we see Lenar right there, and she seems to be, doing roughly 10% damage with an attack. Okay, so we see that they're probably still going to be relatively rough to take down there, but that's still a pretty meaty hit, all things considered. But for comparison, let's go down here. It says archers. So archers are ranged attackers adept with a bow and arrow and capable of taking down enemies at a distance. Now they do clarify right away that even though it says bow and arrow, we do see the crossbow in action. But this picture makes me so damn happy right here. So archers use bows and crossbows to chip away at health from high ground. They're indispensable support class on the battlefield. A, support class. B, what is this shitty damage? I love it. I love it so much. 7 out of 489 damage on a basic Hawkman at the start of the game. This dude did more in vanilla on a unit with like a quarter of the health. So, I love to see that they're finally a chip class. So yeah, Knight of Lotus Archers are back, baby. They're here. They're back. They're back. Actually, they're basically One Vision Archers. What are we talking about here? Now, we don't know exactly what's going on, but we do see that this guy seems to have taken a something like health bonus card. I don't know if that's increasing his max health or giving him regen or what, but we do see that this dude is he must be rocking some serious tank gear, because this should be the fencer guy. This should be the spear guy, because I know I tend to recruit him a decent bit. The tanky one should be this lizard down here, but yeah, he's doing no damage to this dude at all, so that's fantastic to see. You love to see it. Alright, next we got wizards. So wizards are backline support that wields a variety of magic, from offensive damage spells to debuffs, so presumably still the same there. It's actually interesting that the wanted poster for Denim looks like it got redone to have more detail, so that's kind of nice. So, let's see. Wizards play a vital role in the early game, showing their true worth in the hardest-fought battles. So, I'm hoping they'll make it a bit more clear how good debuffs are this time around, but I'm sure they did. Anyway, we see that Ease is available far earlier in the game now, where we have a level 17 Cleric at the start of Farampa using it. So, Cleric is a backline support class that mainly casts spells to restore health and various status ailments. I will say at this point we're getting to the point where I have not seen the rest, so, So clerics are mainstay healers who remain indispensable to the battle party even into the late game. I believe that. 110 off of heal 1, given the kind of 4 times up on everything. This makes me think that we might still be seeing locked heal ranges for them, but, you know, that's something that we'll see over time. Also, let me just move this over a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see. I know it might have been a bit iffy up to now. All right, Rune Fencer and Valkyrie. Oh man, you love to see the Rune Fencer doing so much more damage than the other ones. Though I will say, you know, this is obviously a massive level difference between the two. I'm just still enjoying laughing at the archers. All right, so this well-rounded caster of attack and healing spells is also adept at spear and sword play. Neato, and we get to see Giga Tempest, and it looks cool as hell. So, it's a balanced class that can attack aggressively in the front lines or support with spells from the rear. I'm still waiting to see if they still got Barricade, because I love Barricade. I hope it's still there. Alright, Knight. An excellent frontline class that uses its high defense and a smattering of healing spells to protect the battle party. I wonder what they mean by a smattering. I don't know, but we do see Rampart Shadows made a comeback, so that didn't go anywhere. So Knights are indispensable units that serve as a bulwark against the enemy's advance, and are also fantastic trolling units, frankly. Now I gotta say, the purple faction looks way more purple than before. So like some of the units in Farampa could show up like this, and yeah, they're looking way more vibrant. Like this looks like Deneb is why I mentioned that. Alright, so Berserker. Entirely unconcerned with their own safety, Berserkers charge in the front lines and assail enemies with their weapons bared. Neato. So they still got Berserk. That hasn't changed, apparently. The kind of explodey effect out of them still looks, well, is looking way snazzier these days. So boasts devastating attacks, making them a valuable part of the battle party. However, they themselves are relatively weak in defense and easily damaged. Alright, fair enough, though they do seem to have... Well, I guess they are a higher level. It's hard to tell how they are health-wise, but they seem to have a pretty decent amount of health going on for them. Yeah, nothing really new for the Berserker. Terror Knight. The howls of tormented spirits can be heard in every step of the Terror Knight's boots. The class is skilled in weakening enemy attack and defense. Like the Knight, Terror Knights take advantage of their high defensive capabilities to shield the battle party while engaging the enemy on the front lines. Okay, neato. Lament of the Dead rank 1. There's going to be multiple Lament of the Deads. Okay, cool to see there. What else we got here? Damage-wise, they seem to be kind of chipping like everybody else does. It seems like there's going to be way more chipping, way less alpha striking in this one, which I love to see. Again, Knight of Lotus Balance was my favorite in the series, so it's great to see the kind of like chip damage, holding the lines kind of deal going on. Very interested to see how the multiple ranks of Lament of the Dead are going to go. Like, I wonder if it's just stacking up, or if there's actually going to be different variations, like you can launch your Lament of the Dead, or maybe there's like a ranged variant. So, who knows? Anyway, the Ninja slash Kunonai whatever. The Nimble class utilizes its mobility to quickly deploy its power wherever needed. Whether in the front lines or in the rear, men are called ninja, while women are called that thing I don't know how to pronounce. The ninjutsu spells they wield manipulate various spirits to unleash punishing attacks on even distant enemies. But do they still have the... Well, we already know they have the weapon poisons. That's what I'm concerned about. So we still see no confirmation on whether or not they're going to be using scrolls. We do see Darkblade looks like way fancier these days. Chimera, I'm assuming the ninja summons are probably like toned down in terms of their maximum, but probably just way more understandable damage-wise. And I guess that's all they felt like covering this time. Damn, I thought they'd cover more, maybe. Oh well. Either way, that's what we got. Looks like neutral skeletons are still in Farampa. They've just made a massive mistake. They've just made this fight way more difficult than it had to be. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I'm just really glad to see about those archers. I'm just glad that the archer nerf is confirmed. Like, let's go back and take a look at that real quick. Let's go and enjoy the 7 damage, you know? Let's blow that up a little bit. There we go, we take this, and we kind of, like, move it up here a little bit, and we, stretch that out. Yeah, there we go. There we go, that's the stuff. Let's just enjoy that 7 damage. Oh, man. I'm glad. I'm really glad. And I know this seems like I'm, like, hating on the archer or whatever else, but you have to realize, this is a class that so many folks had started with this game they would try one class, try one method of damaging things, never try any other options, like they like never invest in any other things in the game, and then like come back years later like, yeah, I remember there only being one good option. It's like, you only tried one. Anyway, so that'll be that. This just makes me happy. You know what? This makes me so happy. All right, you guys take care, have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. More Reborn news as it comes. All right.